Day 3 of the SAP 505 World Championships 2016 had a very different feel from previous days. The fine weather had broken, the temperature had dropped, and the skies looked ominous.
It's going to be building, then the weather's going to come in, the front's going to come through, then it's going to get wet, and potentially windy. But I think by the time it comes, then hopefully we might be in by,
might be in before it rains probably, and the worst of the front comes through. Then hopefully we'll be ashore by then.
For yesterday's winners, it was about keeping it simple.
It's just a pretty conservative program. We'll see what we think looks best off the starting line, and just try to get a kind of midline start and use our speed and get the best finish we can. And there's a lot of races left, so nothing radical yet.
Tricky conditions awaited the fleet out on the water, but could overall leader Ian Pennell and his crew Alex Davis hold that lead despite the complicated weather? It was in fact a different crew who came to the windward mark in the lead, which had changed several times already. Nathan Batchelor and Sam Pascoe seemed in control as they headed down the final run to the finish line. But disaster struck when they tore their spinnaker under the boat. Past went Andy Smith and Tim Needham, but their victory was denied them due to an earlier mark rounding error. It meant Batchelor and Pascoe were given second behind Mike Martin and Adam Lowry. As the rain fell, the wind became more and more difficult to judge. But Batchelor and Pascoe were on a roll and soon were celebrating victory in race 2. For everybody, including the race officials, it had been a tough day.
Well, unfortunately, like most British summers, they don't last very long. A lot of rain today, obviously. The rain clouds are coming in and causing oscillations and shifts. And we've seen pressure up and down a lot today, more than normal because of that. We went up to about 18, 19 knots and then now down to 11 knots. That's quite a big range in spread. But anything consistent is the British rain.
So what had the wind and waves done to the leaderboard? They'd catapulted the day's victors into top spot, leading by 8 points. Pennell and Davis dropped to second. 38 points separate the top 10, but as we've seen so far, anything can happen on Weymouth Bay, and it usually does.